So when I was watching Cenat and Lil Baby's live stream, I noticed there was somebody in the background with a camera, and I thought he was Lil Baby's cameraman, but I guess apparently he's another YouTuber, and his name is Camacat, and he seems like he's a lot of his content surrounded around cars and his love for cars. I think he has a demon. He has a that when he pulled up on set and Lil Baby's friends, he was kind of challenging them, say, "All right, bring out the track hawk. I'm gonna line up the demon. Let's go race." So that was about 4 months ago that Rick Ross had his car show, and they were all just out there, having fun and whatnot. And apparently that led to him signing to 4PF. And I think that's just an amazing move. And I mean, hats off to Said or whoever pushed that, because I think I saw Said sign the gamer. And if you really look at it, you know, on top of where we're going with subscriptions, and that's my firm belief that everybody's going to have their own subscription site here real soon. But if you look at the way content's transitioning, I mean, somebody like a Cenat, um, you know, he's providing content daily, and like just pay attention to some of the artists from, let's just say, the '90s, right, where you will have a song, that will be on replay, the radio replay the song, and they'll do the shows, and you creates a mystique about them. They kind of go away for a little bit, and they'll pop back out, do another song, but I think our consumption of content's changing, and I'm just basing it off of who's current that you watch right now. Currently, who do you watch when you look at live streams and TikTok? And so it's the ones that are providing content daily are becoming the superstars, if you really think about it. And it's not to take anything away from the past artists, but it's something about when you're able to, because I feel like we're all here to inspire and help each other. So love, I always go to love as a foundation, and inspiring and being able to help somebody be more efficient with their time is like the next best, the top things that you can do for another human. So I say that to say, when you're providing content and laughs, when you're providing something for somebody daily, and they just love your content and support what you do, you play a huge part in their life, right? So if they're watching 900 hours of your videos every year, or every 6 months, and they might listen to, let's just say, I don't know, 10 hours of a certain artist. So I'm looking at the trade-off there, and I'm saying, okay, wow, this person is watching 900 hours of somebody that makes them laugh and makes them happy. So it's showing the transition, I would say. So I say all that to say, I think when we get into the subscription realm, which we're getting closer and closer towards it, and my view on it, and my stance on it is that I believe everybody having their own subscription site is the most perfect way for everybody to value their content. Your own website. You don't have to worry about being banned. You don't have to worry about violating anything. All your videos and all your content goes to your website, and you decide what you want to charge monthly for that website. So, somebody with a following of 5,000 people at $5 a month is now making 25 grand a month. And if you do the numbers, you say, okay, on YouTube, you need about 1 million views to make about 4,000 to 4,500 bucks. So if you say for every million, I make 4,000, versus I got 5,000 people that support me on my subscription website, and now I'm making $25,000 a month. I think the trade-off is just, it's night and day. And you say, okay, well, if I have 1 million subscribers at $5 a month, so times that by 12. So that's just the numbers behind why I'm saying these things. And I always I want to point out too, the standard's going to change. So you don't worry about, oh, everybody's on YouTube and everybody, no, because we move accordingly to where the energy is. So once everybody starts having their own individual sites, and you see a Beyonce and a Mr. Beast and all these individuals start doing it, it's going to be commonality and normal. So everybody will be visiting each other's pages and subscribing to each other on our own platforms. So I just don't even worry about what's existing, because at one point MySpace was the how would you say, the biggest site in the world. And so that's just a good example of something that once was doesn't mean that it's going to be. Um, so yeah, I wanted to point that out. It was just pretty cool noticing how you know, Cat, he went from just vlogging, hanging out with AMP, um, and now he's actually signed. No, do I believe it was a good move for him? Absolutely, because the resources now behind him, and he's got access to, all of Little Baby's cars, I would imagine, and he can make content. He loves cars, it seems like. So I think it was a great move. Deal structure, hopefully, probably just maybe a 70-30, or maybe even if it is a 50-50, it's still good on his part. And then, of course, I don't even know if that's including if he even has a subscription website yet. So the numbers, when we look at it, and if 4PF can really understand, or if they do hear this, I want them to understand. You take 10 million people times 5 times 12. So that's just, when I say 10 times 5, that's your monthly. So if it's 50 million, and then you say, okay, well, 12 months in a year. So I'm just looking at the numbers from that standpoint, and I think it's going to be pretty exciting when we all have our own subscription websites. So I'm showing, I always forget to say, but I'm showing you how to build that on galaxiesq.com. So, that's just something that I'm passionate about, and I'm looking forward for everybody to have one.